Well, from a city point of view, the King Street pilot project, except when you watch people doing U-turns in front of cyclists, it is a success. More people are using the streetcar along here. The numbers have jumped. For the most part, commute times have improved as well. But one Ryerson researcher fears that may all come to a halt because the King Street corridor is booming when it comes to construction projects, and more and more people are going to be living and working here. Diana Petramala says it will only take about 6% of the people moving into the 8,000 units that are now under construction in this corridor to use the King car to bring the route back to full, if not over capacity.
I think what this does really show is that the city needs more the spreading of density out from just a very small pocket in the Greater Toronto area. So 30% of the construction in the last 5 years in the GTA has occurred along the King Street corridor. The King Street corridor accounts for only 3% of the land space in the GTA. So it's just, I think, density is very good, and we want to argue for more mild, gentle density throughout the GTA. But this is just an example of when you let density go too far.
Petramala says the TTC has only made room for another 860 to 1,300 passengers on the route. She says the pilot project is already seeing some of the original improvements in travel time on the pilot slide because it has proved so popular. Ridership has jumped by nearly 20%. And once those condos start coming online, overcrowding will return, she fears, and commute times will slow. She says the city really needs to ensure that density, which she says is important, is more evenly distributed throughout the city. Councillor Joe Cressy read the report, and he feels it shows something more important.
What it says, and what's clear, is that the city needs to keep building public transit. That if you build it, they will come. That's being shown to be the case on King Street. But what the report also shows is that the King Street pilot on its own, it may help, but it's not the solution. We need to continue building the relief line, the Waterfront West Transit Network, and we need to continue reprioritizing our streets, just like King, to make sure that they move more people quickly.
And what about the people who use it, the ones who wait so patiently at these streetcar stops? They have their own ideas on how to improve service here.
Maybe just faster transportation, and I don't know, I feel like oh, sorry, this is actually what I have to get on. Oh, they're using buses, that's faster.
I'm not sure if it's the speed or if still there are cars on the road. I'm not sure. It just seems like it's not a huge difference as it was in the beginning.
The trip previously was difficult, it was packed streetcars, and you get on and you wouldn't move. So I mean, I'm very happy that at least you can get from A to B in a relatively good time frame.
Now, some of the things that the councillor mentioned, like the relief line, some of those are not in the pipe for a decade or more, so there may be some creative solutions needed to keep King Street moving in the next little while.